Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in with your boy. Y'all know I appreciate when y'all be rocking with your boy Tman. That's real talk with Tman. Y'all know y'all gonna always get it raw, uncut, and authentic when y'all talking with your boy. Today, man, I have a great conversation that I want to have. I have just some great idea. It's on my mind. When it's on my mind, y'all know I'm gonna talk about it. Let me do one thing real quick. Let me do one thing very quick. On this Monday, I like to do just some motivation. So it's been on my mind to just come at y'all, talk to y'all, see how y'all feeling out there. How y'all feeling? How are people feeling in today's world? In today's world and in society, what people feeling like? What are we feeling like? You know, for me personally, give me 1 minute, y'all. Don't forget to throw up a like if you like when I'm talking. If you don't, throw that thumbs down. But anyway, today my topic, and this is something that I just want to talk to y'all about, and y'all can share y'all thoughts as well. But it's hard to smile when you're unhappy internally. Do y'all feel me? It's hard to smile when you're unhappy internally. So, one question that I have for those that's unhappy internally, and truthfully speaking, most of us are unhappy internally. Most people are unhappy internally. And when you're unhappy, what happens when you're putting on a fake smile? Because I believe that's what most people do. Most of us put on a fake smile. What happens when you're continuously putting on a fake smile when you're in here, you're unhappy? What happens? You know, we all can get immune to anything that we continuously practice, if you will. If you continuously practicing being an asshole, it's going to become a habit. You're going to be an asshole, and it's going to become more easier for you to be that asshole. Do y'all agree with me? Do y'all agree with that? Think about it for a minute. Think about it for a minute. You know, anything you practice, anything you continuously do, it becomes more easier to do. So with the fake smile, because that's what most of us do. You know, you don't want to walk around frowning all day. You don't want people to know that you're not happy. You know, you want people to talk to you, so you have to put on this fake smile. But internally, you're suffering. You're hurting. Internally. What happens? CJ, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna keep doing it, CJ. I'm gonna keep doing it. I have to. People is my passion. People my passion, so I have to keep doing what I'm doing. And thank you, Famo, for checking in with your boy. Appreciate that. So, just think about it for a minute. We, I ain't gonna say you, I'm gonna say we, people. You know, we walk around suffering inside for whatever reason. You may be unhappy with the politics, you may be unhappy with your status in life, you may be unhappy because you've looked at social media so much and you see these people giving you this fake reality, and you find yourself trying to compare, trying to compete, and it ultimately makes you suffer inside. Okay? So now, When you start falling into that, what happens? It produces unhappiness. And most people today, regardless of what makes them unhappy, what makes them feel like they're not in the top part of society. For myself personally, I can tell you what makes me feel unhappy. I live in a world today, and I have this mindset that I'm a free man. I have this mindset that I'm a free man. I'm gonna take care of my family. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Shouldn't nobody be able to tell me what to do, how to do it, when to do it, period. I should just be able to do what I love, focus on everything that I love, and no one should be able to tell me nothing. I'm this man, I feel like we allow people to take something and sell it to us as a whole, as a people. This is just me and my brain. This is my brain. This is what produces my unhappiness, if you will. This produces my unhappiness. I feel like in this world that we live in, God, whoever people think is their God, their creator, gave us life and gave it to us abundantly. Correct? We can agree with that. That's what everybody's good book tell them, that God gave you life, God gave it to you in abundance. You got it in abundance. So we find ourselves, for me, this is what produces Tman, unhappiness. This is what makes me feel less powerful than I know I'm truly am. This is what produces my unhappiness. Living in a society where we allow a few people, through bloodshed, conquer the land, conquer the world, conquer all the resources, and then sell them back to us. And people have fallen for this. And with me being this strong man, feeling like I want to change the world, like I feel like I want to change the world. And when I feel like helpless, like I'm not doing it quick enough, or where do I start? How do I start? How do I do it? How do I change the world? It becomes frustrating when I look at where we are today in society. When I look at that, it produces that unhappiness as a man, as a powerful man, as a free man, not as a citizen, not as participating and following the system that has everybody unhappy, if you will. I think the system have everybody unhappy, but when everybody just continue to remain unhappy and put on the fake smiles, that's the problem. When everyone sit around, especially if you're a man, that feel like you should be in control of things around you, control of your family, control of, what you want to do, where you want to go build at, where you want to live at. When you're a man and you want to be in control of that, and you feel like you're not in control, and you watch other people that's weaker than you, somehow obtain that power, that control over the masses of people. And the problem becomes when people start to get used to putting on that fake smile. That's where the problem comes in. When people get used to putting on a fake smile instead of doing something about it. So now that becomes contagious. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that becomes contagious? If you continuously practice being fake, No, I'm not at Biscuit Cafe, David. No, I'm not. I'm sitting here at the Chop Shop. I'm sitting here at the Chop Shop. I just had a avocado toast, and something was just on my mind, and I just wanted to talk, vlog with my people, and just tell y'all what was on my mind. So the problem becomes when you continuously do something that's fake, that's unnatural, that's not becoming, if you will. So when you continuously do something that's not becoming of you, it produces fake, not genuine, right? So with that being said, if everybody is walking around putting on fake smiles when ultimately they're hurting inside. I'm gonna say that again, y'all. When everybody, and this is the majority of people, they may not tell you, but this is the majority of people. If the majority of people is putting on fake smiles when they're hurting inside, do that produces a fake society? Is that why everybody Is that why most people feel like, damn, everybody fake? Everybody fake. Because we've been practicing being fake. You're practicing being fake when you're smiling, when you're knowing inside you're unhappy, but you have not took the time to find where your unhappiness stems from. And I think that's what we have to do as people. We have to figure out, where do our unhappiness come from? What's ultimately making us unhappy? And then you do something about it. And then you do something about it. Because your kids can tell you're unhappy. Your fiance can tell you're unhappy. Your husband can tell you're unhappy. Your wife can tell you're unhappy. You know, people know you're unhappy. And when you're unhappy, you become angry. Could that be why we see a lot of anger in the world? Could that be the reason why we see a lot of anger in the world? Because we have a lot of unhappy people in the world today. Think about it. Just think about that for a minute. Let it soak in. But I just wanted to come to y'all to talk about, let's stop. Let's stop faking being happy, and we're not doing nothing about what's making us unhappy. Y'all get that? Let's stop faking, fronting like we're happy when we're not, because that's just making you become this fake person. It's making the society become fake when you're not doing nothing about what's causing you to be unhappy. You know, when you find the problem to something, you first got to admit that there's a problem. Once you admit that there's a problem, then you do something about it. You do something about it. And when you start doing something about it, now you can have a real sense of pride. Like you're living for a purpose, if that makes sense. Now you can find a real sense of pride, a real sense of happiness, that you're living for a purpose now, because you're doing something about what's causing not only you to be unhappy, it's causing the masses of people to be unhappy, because this is the society we live in. People aren't happy. You have a few people that's happy, that's doing exactly what it is that they love doing. They have very few regrets. And those are the ones that's happy. And you have very few people that live their life this way. You have very few people that live their life this way, doing what we love. You tell me, how many people you know? For all my listeners, tell me how many people you know that live their life, get up every single day and only do what they love to do. Talk to me. Most of us get up, we go to a job that we really don't like to do. The job is causing us stress. The job is causing us to not be at home, raising our kids. So you can't be happy with that alone. You cannot be happy with that alone, right there, just going to a place, a facility to earn some paper, a paper dollar that we use as our trading system, and it's taking you away from your kids. You're not able to watch your kids complete their first step, learn new words. How can you be ultimately, truly, internally happy when you're going out to go slave to take care of your family and you're missing all these growing challenges, these stumbling blocks, these building blocks that your kids is going through? You're missing it. You're not there because you're out chasing a dollar. How can you truly be happy? I can. If you can, more power to you. But I can't. And I don't think most of us can. I think most of us is hurting inside, like I say, for different reasons. But the thing what we need to do most importantly is figure out what's causing us to have this internal unhappiness. And when we figure out what's causing us to have this internal unhappiness, we need to do something about it. We must do something about it. And then we can start feeling a sense of we're living for a purpose. We're here for a reason. And no real man, I'm saying this, no real man that's in tune with their spirit, no real man that's in tune with their spirit can be happy with where this, what the future look like for our kids. No real man can, no, because you know that your kids aren't happy. So you can't ultimately be happy. You can't ultimately, especially if you're living under this system of control, this system of slavery. You cannot be happy internally. And we have to figure this out, folks. We have to figure this out. We have to get up and do something. We have to stop laying idle. We have to stop being idle. Stop just pretending. Let's open up dialogue. Let's have dialogue with folks that don't look like you. Because ultimately, the folks that don't look like you, they're just like you. They're suffering internally as well. They're suffering just like you. And we all walk around with these fake smiles. We all walk around with these fake smiles, pretending to be happy, when deep inside, we're totally unhappy. If you got mothers, if you have grandmothers, grandfathers, fathers, and they're dealing with health situations, how can you be happy? How can you be happy? How can you be happy? In your family, your mother, your father, your grandmother, they're suffering from these created illnesses. How can you be happy? Why do we continue to do that? Why do we continue to smile when we're internally unhappy? Why? Why we like that? Why we like that? Is it because people lost hope? Most people is hopeless. Do you feel most people is hopeless? Because I feel like if people were hopeful, most people would be doing something. People wouldn't be sitting around talking about what the megas are doing. The megas wouldn't even exist if people was happy. The megas would even exist if people was happy. Because people would have been shut that down. That would have been easily shut down. You feel me? That would have been shut down. Before it started, it would have been shut down. But we got people sitting here talking about what Elon Musk is doing. You unhappy. Elon Musk couldn't do nothing. Elon Musk won't even be where he at today if everybody, the majority of us, was doing something about our unhappiness. These are all the things that's causing us to be unhappy. These are all the things that's causing us to be unhappy. The politics, the social media, Hollywood, what Hollywood told you beauty was, what Hollywood told you sexy is. These is all the things that's causing us to be unhappy, that's causing us to raise generations of fakeness. We're raising generations of fakeness because that's what you're producing. Like I say, anything that you practice, you become great at it. I can't say it no better than that. You know, we hear it from our parents, we hear it from our coaches. We've heard it all our life. If you continuously practice something, you become great at it. Right? Haven't we all heard that? The more you practice something, the more you become great at it. So we've been practicing putting on this fake smile. Right? So we're comfortable with it. We know how to do it very easy. We're great at it. We are great at putting on this fake smile when inside we are suffering. We are suffering inside. But we learned how to put on this fake smile comfortably. And now we wonder why everybody's so fake. Why everybody's so fake? Huh? Talk to me. Y'all talk to me. In 1 minute, I'm gonna open it up where y'all talk to me, I'll talk back. But right now, I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious to know. I think I know. You know, I have a wondering mind. I'm one of those persons that wonder about a lot of things that we see in society that we allow to go on and we don't do nothing about it. I wonder about life, the planets, the sun. I wonder about a lot of this stuff. And I'm sure I have a lot of wanderers out there. But I go so deep to wonder, why do us people allow ourselves to be in a situation where we let only a few people control billions of people? I wonder about that. I wonder about that. Is it only a small amount of leaders and the rest are followers? Or are people taught to be followers from birth? Are you taught to be a follower from birth? Because I think everyone have a leader inside of them. I think everyone have a passion, a talent, a gift that they were born with. But most people go to the grave with it. Why? because they learn to be fake. They learn to be fearful. Whatever kind of fear, there's different kinds of fear. There's different kinds of fear. But they learn to be fearful, hopeless, that drive. They don't feel like if they do try to do something, they feel like they're gonna be unlifed. You know, they have all type of fear tactics that's here that stops people from being the best versions of themselves. They have all kind of fear tactics that stops people, the masses of people, from being the best versions of themselves. And we fall for it. We fall for it more than we shouldn't fall for it. Most people just falling for it. Most people just here existing. Most of us find ourselves existing under the rule of small people. We find ourselves just existing. For real. So we have to stop that, y'all. We have to stop it. We have to figure out what's causing us to have this fear. Everything in life that put a halt on your progress. Everything in life that puts a halt or throw a roadblock in front of you that's stopping you from ultimately being the best version of you. You have to get to the root. You have to find the origin. Find the origin of where your fear comes from. Find the origin of your unhappiness. Find the origin of your unhappiness, and attack that. Attack that. And once you can find that and you start getting rid of that, I think that's when you will see a change, a shift in society, in the world, all around. You will see a shift and you will see a change. You will no longer see the 1% controlling the other 99%. You wouldn't see abuse in senior citizens living, and senior living, and daycares, and schools, police abuse, senseless violence. You wouldn't see any of that if we found the root, the origin of what makes each individual unhappy. Because now you're not going to have people that just sitting by the wayside. You're not going to have people sitting by the wayside complaining, talking about what the megas are doing, talking about what Trump is doing, talking about what Elon Musk is doing. You're not going to have those folks sitting around complaining about that. You're not going to have folks looking at social media and wishing that I was like that. I wish I was like that. I wish my relationship was like that. Their relationship have problems and issues too. You just don't see it. They show you what they want to show you. That's the difference, folks. That's the difference. And all of that is where somewhere in there, in that mix of all of that stuff, that's where I see you, Princella, I see you. Yes, thank you for tapping in, Princella. Thank you. But that's where that unhappiness is. That's where that unhappiness comes from. Looking and comparing your relationships to other people's relationships. Now you feel like your relationship ain't where it should be, when their relationships have the same issues, but they're just not advertising it. When you feel like you're living just to be living, you're not being productive, You don't see your life going in a direction where you dreamed it would go, where you know it should be. You don't see your life heading in that direction. That produces your unhappiness. When you are a man that have every ability to be everything that you can imagine, but you find yourself at some retail store putting in an application, that's what produces your unhappiness. Now, you have to find out, how did you get in this situation? What produced your fear? What stopped you from going after your dream? What stopped you? Find what makes you ultimately unhappy. And when you find what makes you unhappy, what brought this unhappiness upon you, when you find that, you will see a shift in the world. I guarantee you. You will see a shift in the world, whether it's in your world. If this video can go to everyone, and everyone can just, a light can turn on, boom, and everyone can hear this and start doing something about it. That produces unhappiness. Being told no, you're absolutely right. But you won't have to worry about being told no if you was doing what you love. Because when you're doing what you love, you don't have to ask for someone to give you permission to take a vacation. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to get permission to take a vacation, permission to take a day off work. Every day you're gonna be working because you're doing what you love. So you don't have to worry about that no. But yes, we find ourselves in positions where we are being told no. And that produces a unhappiness. Absolutely correct. So it's like, I'm being honest, like this was on my mind. I just wanted to come and talk about it and see what y'all feel about that. You know, see what people feel about that. And why do we get comfortable pretending to be happy? Why do we get comfortable doing that? Because that only produces a fake person. That produces a society of fake. Produces a society of fake people. And what good gonna come from that? What good comes from that? What good comes from fake? Nothing. Nothing positive comes from fakeness. You eat fake food, what happened? You get sick and you pass away. You hang with fake friends, what happened? They eventually stab you in your back and betray you, right? You deal with a fake woman, what happened? You get taken advantage of and get taken for everything you got, right? That's right, Princella, nothing comes great from fake. You deal with a fake man. I ain't gonna exclude us. You deal with a fake man, what happens? You get taken advantage of, you get used and abused, take you for everything you got. Nothing great, nothing good comes from being fake. So why do we comfortably put on a fake smile? Why do we comfortably put on these fake smiles, pretending to be happy? I'm curious. Nothing good comes from it. Nothing good comes from putting on a fake smile, pretending to be happy. And that's where we're living today. We're living in a society of everybody pretending to be happy, everybody pretending to be something that they're not. And this is the world we live in. And y'all use any piece of y'all brain, y'all know good and well, right? Right, Princella? Right, though? Like, right? Right? Why? Why do everybody, when I say everybody, I mean the majority, a huge majority of the people, if you sit down with them for a minute and talk to them, you will see that they're unhappy internally. Whether it's unhappy because they see the homelessness going on in the world, whether they unhappy because of the police brutality, whether they're unhappy because why do these people get treated unfairly, and so many people, they have gotten so used to feeling hopelessness that they feel like there's nothing that they can do about it. And they just look and be more and more depressed watching the unfairness, the inequality of some folks and how privileged others are. But something can be done about it. Truthfully speaking, something can be done about it. You just have to, this would be a long conversation. Something can be done about it. And I'm giving it to you what needs to be done about it. What needs to be done about it is first find out what makes you unhappy and find the root of it. Find the root of the problem. And when you find the root of the problem, you can begin to tackle it. You can begin to take it down. You can take down that giant in your life that's producing this unhappiness. You can find it. And when you find it, you can take it down. But you can't just stay on a surface level. You can't find yourself feeling like you can't do nothing about these things that's taking place, because you're more powerful than what you give yourself credit. You're more powerful than what you give yourself credit to be. All the power lies in you, in me, in her, in him. All the power. Period. The root. Go to the root, and that's what the root allows the weed to keep growing. Princella, thank you. The root allows the weed to keep growing unless you go in deep, because it goes deep. Some of it goes back to when we were kids. But if you go deep down and you grab that root, that's when you see healing. That's when you see change taking place in the world. And it may start taking place right in your world first. The change will take place in your world first, and it will affect everything around you. It will affect everything around you. Then those around you, it's going to affect things around them and their world and their society. So we can fix the problem. We can fix the problem. You just have to go to the root of the problem. Let's stop looking on the surface level, and let's find out what's causing everyone to be unhappy. Let's find that. Not everyone. Find out what's causing you to be unhappy. And when you find what's causing you to be unhappy, it's going to change everything in your world. Everything around you, your space, it's going to change it. It's going to change it. But we have to stop it. We have to stop getting comfortable, allowing ourselves to be comfortable in being unhappy. Let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that, because that's producing a world full of fake people. Let's stop allowing ourselves to be comfortable being unhappy. Comfortable don't allow you to grow. When you're comfortable, you don't do nothing. You don't move. You feel me? When you're comfortable, you don't move. Let's get out that comfortable position and let's start pushing ourselves. Let's push ourselves to what we know we need to be. The power ain't in no president. The power ain't in Elon Musk. The power ain't in your girlfriend. The power ain't in your boyfriend. The power is in you. The power is in you, and you can change it if you believe it, if you do something about it. Do something about it. Stop finding yourself idled. Let's get out this idle position that we in. Let's get out of this idle position. We go nowhere when we just idle. Put your goddamn feet on the gas. Y'all hear me? I'm serious because I'm passionate. I'm passionate. I'm passionate. I'm doing what I love right now. What I love is helping people be the best versions of themselves. And a lot of time when I come over here and I start speaking to you guys, when I'm speaking to me. I'm speaking to me as well. I'm looking at that man right there that's looking right back at me, and I'm speaking to me as well. So let's stop being idle. Let's do something about it. Let's do something about it. Let's do something about it. Let's change the world. Let's give our kids, our great-grandkids, let's give our grandchildren, let's give them a future where they're not depending on another man to tell them yay or nay. Where and how you can build your house. You can't sell me natural resources. You can't sell, I'm gonna say it again, you cannot sell me natural resources. They're natural for a reason. You can't sell it to me. Then you have my grandkids, my kids looking at a car and thinking about dollars. When you look at that car, you think about the human being that built that car. You think about the human being that designed that car, that designed every unique part, electrical part for that car. And that's where the value is at. The value is in us. But we lost who we are as people. We lost that. We lost that and we gave it over to a certain person. We gave it over to a dollar bill. That's what we did. Let's find out where this unhappiness stems from, folks, and let's tackle it. Let's tackle it. Real quick, I'm gonna open up the flow right now. I'm gonna open up the flow. And y'all talk to me, I'm gonna talk back right quick. Talk to me, I'm gonna talk back. Yeah, talk to me, I'm gonna talk back. What you want to say? What business you want to represent right now? Put it up there, I'm going to shout it out. What business you want to represent? You got a kid whose birthday is today, or you got something special coming up, your anniversary. What you want to rap about right now? Talk to me, I'm going to talk back, and I'm going to put it out there for you. Y'all better go and get it right now while it's free, because pretty soon this ain't going to be free. This is not going to be free pretty soon. I'm giving you free promotion right now. Talk to me, I'll talk back. Pretty soon it will not be free. Talk to me, I'll talk back. Thank y'all for chiming in with your boy. Please, 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 I ask, subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Okay? I appreciate that. Throw up the like if you like what I talk about. If you don't like what I talk about, throw the thumbs down, please. Let me know. That's the only how I'm going to be better. Chandra, I hear you, Queen. I see you. Chandra working on her business in Houston, Texas. Okay, she's by way of Chicago. I know Chandra. I know Chandra Jenkins. I know her very well. She's working on her business. What's the name of your business, Chandra? So I can put it out there. What's the name of your business that you're working on? Have you came up with a name yet? Have you came up with a name yet? What help you need? Is there help that you need? Is there a place in your business that you're stuck? Have you found yourself stuck in trying to get your business off the ground? Talk to me right now and we can talk about it. I'll talk back to you. If there's something that I can help you with, Chandra, I will. If there's something I can help you with, I will. Talk to me, Chandra, I'll talk back. What's the name of your business? Have you found yourself stuck in getting your business off the ground? Starting up your business, your LLC. What are you trying to start? Are you trying to start an S Corp or just incorporating your business? Was your business operating in Chicago and you want to now get it operating in Texas? What are you trying to do? We can talk about it if you don't want to talk about it on here. We can talk about it. But talk to me, I'll talk back, y'all. Y'all better talk to me right now while it's free. Talk to me, I'll talk back, y'all. Any birthdays coming up? Any birthdays coming up? Any promotions on your job? Any promotions on your job? Y'all talk to me. Any triumphs? Anybody made any triumphs this last week? Any triumphs? Anything you've been trying to defeat? Any habits that you've defeated that was causing you to be stagnant in your life? Anybody that has overcame triumphs that's been holding them back, and now they're moving forward. They see the light now. Talk to me. Talk to me so we can throw them praises up for you. For real. Talk to me so we can throw them praises up for you. So we can salute you. Y'all talk to me. Y'all talk to me. I'm gonna talk back. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go and tap out. I've been on here with y'all for a minute. I will get back with y'all later on this evening. I'm gonna talk to y'all later on this evening about something. I'm gonna start coming in a little bit more often with y'all. But what I do wanna say is, let's find the root of our unhappiness. Let's find the root of our unhappiness. And when we find the root of our unhappiness, we can begin to start living our life more abundantly. Y'all feel me? Let's first find the root of your unhappiness, and then we can start and begin to live our life in abundance. Okay? I thank y'all for chiming in with me. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell so you don't forget to get this mail. Okay? Give me a like if y'all like the video. If y'all don't like it, give me a thumbs down. I appreciate y'all more than y'all can imagine. But more importantly, you have to appreciate yourself. You have to appreciate yourself. Okay? Y'all be great. Remember, ladies, your worth to earth is amazing. Remember, ladies, your worth to earth is amazing. Fellas, be great. Be great. Have integrity in everything you do. Have integrity in everything you do. Don't never find yourself settling. Don't find yourself settling, because those around you gonna start settling. No problem, Chandra. I respect that. Thank you. Don't find yourself settling, fellas, because those around you that watch you, they gonna find it easy to settle as well. Okay? Let's be the best versions of ourselves, people. Let's be the best versions of ourselves. Let's stop finding excuses for everything. Remember what they say. Excuses is like an asshole. Everybody got them. So let's stop giving ourselves excuses. Let's get uncomfortable. Let's get used to being uncomfortable. Let's get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's where we're going to see our growth. That's where we're going to see the change in society. That's where we're going to see the change in our world. Let's get uncomfortable let's get comfortable being uncomfortable. And I guarantee you, change gonna come. Change gonna come. I love y'all. More importantly, let's love ourselves. Peace, peace, peace. Thank y'all. I'm out.